Welcome to Aurelius Whitlock's Murder Museum.
I'm Marcus Richardson.
And I'm Nathan Hicken.
And you are in the theater, the lower theater of the Regal Royal Cruise. Or is it Royal Regal? Wait, Regal Royal. I can't remember. It's one of those two. Do you have it on your notes?
Nope.
Well, it's whatever we decide.
It's the Regal.
Then.
The Regal.
The Regal Royal, I believe. All right. Excellent. Roxy just announced that they would be performing a traditional Port Lazard song, The Ballad of the Everyman. Now, I could lie and say that there is a thematic or story reason for using this instrument, or I could say the truth, which is the banjo-lele was the first thing that I pulled out of my closet. So,
Marcus,
let me favor you with the Ballad of the Everyman. The everyman is strong and tan, a working man with working hands, an albatross emblazoned on his heart. Here to stay or cross the waves, his soul is brave and good it craves, determined to play his part. The everyman is you, he's me, and every woman too with loyalty. To a land, a perfect land, the land of Port Lazard. When faced with rage and disarray, the evil then won't get away. Stands his ground, he follows and he leads. His duty first, from crib to hearse, a stalwart man in best and worst. A knife for right, he'll battle and he'll bleed. The everyman is you, he's me, and every woman too with loyalty. To a land, a perfect land, the land of Port Lazard.
Encore, encore. Marcus, that is incredible. That is brilliant. I love the chords. I love the vibes. It feels sea shanty. It feels yes.
Wow,
Oh,
incredibly, my computer glitched and stopped recording, but it was after the song. I don't have to do it again.
It was just too beautiful to handle.
Either that or it's not patriotic, I don't think. Well, you listen to this song. The full orchestra is playing it, which I'm sure you could tell from the banjo-lele.
Yeah.
Full orchestra. Envision it. Feel it. So, as you're listening, though, you notice several people around you get up and leave in the middle of the performance.
Oh, divisive.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone I know?
You look around, it is a bunch of passengers, but it's a significant enough amount that the people who are staying are muttering about the people who are leaving, and the people who are leaving are muttering as they walk towards the back. It is your call if you decide to stay or go.
Oh, I feel like I should. Oh, do I stay or do I go? I want to see if anyone left.
I will tell you that I am not going to be playing you any more songs from this performance. So if you're thinking staying means an encore, you would be incorrect.
Dang. Well, with no guarantee of an encore, I do want to leave because the people who are leaving are amongst them could be a suspect, because I don't know if the listeners heard this, but I definitely heard something that sounds a lot like the description of the dead man. So thus I should have opened his shirt to see if he had an albatross tattooed on his chest, but Did not cross my mind.
Why didn't that cross your mind?
I know, that should be standard procedure. From this point on, I'm going to rip open everyone's shirt.
I'm pretty sure that on autopsy forms, there's a box to check that says does have or does not have tattoo of albatross on chest.
Ah, dang it. And Ducky would know that.
As a bird, you get up and you follow these people who are leaving outside the lower theater here on the cruise ship. It opens into the Royal Outfitter, the kind of central gift shop of the cruise, immediately outside of this theater. And you hear the muttering continue. You hear a few people around the corner of some bright red board shorts muttering to themselves. Do you want to listen in?
Absolutely.
You hear something along the lines of,
I mean, I'm just saying, they didn't need to make a political statement like that. I mean, like, it's ridiculous that they would do something like this.
do you want to approach them or continue to listen?
Ooh, I want to listen for just a few more seconds, and then I'll see if I can break in.
Mm-hmm. I mean, everyone knows that song is like the song. It stands for something. It is the rebellion. To share that song is to pick a side. They're picking sides. They're not supposed to be. This is an international cruise.
I'm gonna sidle up to them and say, so who do you think the everyman is?
Nathan, you have just unlocked a mini game. I bet you didn't know there was one to be found.
I did not. Good thing I have my caramel sauce on me.
Yes, that might come in handy. Nathan, there are many passengers aboard this cruise, and many of them might know things that are helpful for you to know. The thing is, there's a risk whenever you talk to passengers, which you might be able to figure out what that risk is. The game is, I want you to describe to me the person that you're talking to. You will give me one word that is a physical trait of this person, one word that is a personality trait of this person, and their first name. The thing is, I have a list of 20 of each of these words, and if you say a word that I have on my list, a mark goes on the panic meter. If you do 3 original words, then you meet the person as you described them, and you will get at least one interesting bit of knowledge.
Wow. Okay, so this includes names. So 20 names, 20 physical descriptors, 20 like personality descriptors.
That's right.
Okay. Wow. Okay. This is fun. All right. The first person.
And you just need, I said there are 2 people here. You just need to play this game for one of these 2 individuals.
Okay. All right.
But if you meet more passengers later in other locations, you will be playing the same game.
Okay. Physical descriptor, I'm going to say gaunt.
Okay. They are indeed gaunt.
Personality. The first adjective that comes to mind is egregious.
I will need you to tell me how an egregious person acts, because I will be voicing this character.
Poor-mannered, snideful, snobbish.
Okay. You could have used any of those words. I'm just joking.
For the name, let's go Archibald.
They are indeed Archibald. Archibald, the egregious gaunt man, is totally safe. At least you can still add to the panic meter if you say certain things, but
okay.
for the random chance, the mini game portion, you have done well.
Okay.
What is your question for this man?
I want to know essentially if he thinks that every man is a real person or just the song of the rebellion.
What's an egregious voice? Scoffing, snide.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
I mean, is Uncle Sam a real person? Is Rosie the Riveter a real person? I'm sure people have dressed up as the everyman, but that is a preposterous question.
He's wearing glasses, and they like sidle down his nose as he shakes his head in indignation.
But I mean, if this song is the song of the rebellion, I mean, who's even leading this so-called rebellion?
I guess you don't have the Wi-Fi package.
No, I couldn't spring for that one. The alimony checks don't cover that. I assume I'm divorced. I don't know. That just feels like the vibe.
You have the divorce vibes. He rolls his eye and says, honestly, why do people even go on cruises if they can't afford to be on cruises? The leader of the resistance is named Tezafi, and I think you'd know that if you opened up a news app every once in a while. How egregious of him.
Very egregious. Very snobbish.
Hey, you chose this.
I felt like it fit.
I think that's all the information you can get from this man.
Yeah.
With that, he scoffs. If he had a scarf, he would throw it over his shoulder, and he continues to tromp out of the outfitters around a couple of overpriced things that he looks at, strokes his chin slightly, and then keeps moving.
Incredible. Well, okay, now I know. Leader of the Resistance, Tezafi. And maybe I do have Wi-Fi. Wait, really quickly, I pull out my phone. Is there a little Wi-Fi symbol on it, even though it's locked?
No.
I didn't spring for the package. All right, dang it.
And sorry, it's Hazafi. It's Hazafi.
Hazafi.
AFI.
Hazafi. Got it. Okay. Right. Okay, Zophie, leader of the resistance. Perhaps the dead man on this boat is what I'm thinking right now. Unfortunate. It does seem that Roxy is a sympathizer with the rebellion. My current thought is if she's the one who got into the room, then perhaps she was hiding him. So we didn't stop at the port, but we were pretty near Port Lazard. I think it's about time we had a chat with Roxy.
You go back to the theater, and the performance, as you walk in, wraps up. It appears that they played a few other songs in dedication to Port Lazard, and people begin to disperse. Now, each time you enter a new location, you have the opportunity to talk to a new passenger. So you may now, if you choose, catch someone on their way out before you make your way up to the front of the theater.
Yeah, I want to know a little bit more about Zophie and what exactly is going on in Port Lazard. So I'm going to pull aside a Greasy. I'm going with G again.
Greasy, you said?
Greasy, like what, like, you know, hasn't washed it a couple days. kind of slimy.
Okay,
So-
you're choosing the people you speak to.
But then their personality is going to be something delightful. Let me just think of a good delightful word. Sanctimonious.
Can you give me a synonym?
Morally superior.
Okay.
And let's see, Ethel. I want to speak to Ethel.
And Ethel, you find. I should have thought about how you have a larger vocabulary than me before creating this game, but c'est la vie. Ethel, despite it being formal night, is in her swimwear. She is probably in her late 60s, maybe early 70s.
Heck yeah.
Is wearing a one-piece pink, bright floral swimsuit. And she runs her hand through her long, still slightly damp hair that looks like maybe she hasn't done much showering besides going through the hot tub on this trip.
Rocco and Ethel both. Ethel, was it? I'm currently gathering opinions, but tell me, why do you think we didn't stop at Port Lazard?
I understand that it might not be immediately apparent to other people, but when a war breaks out, when there is unrest for the good of all the passengers, we did not stop there, and I'm not one to complain. In fact, I think our captain is a hero.
You're really nailing the sanctimonious vibe. That's right. The war with the leader Hazafi, something like that. I mean, I heard rumor that he disappeared, but I mean, what do I know?
I believe what you're remembering is that he's dead.
Dead? When did he die?
The report came out yesterday. There was some sort of international bounty. Next day, they rescinded the bounty, said he had been found.
Do you have a photo of this man? I assume you're not carrying your phone on your person.
She pats. She says, "No, I left it with my husband. He's at the hot tub."
What was the bounty? How much was the bounty?
They don't put the number when you have an international bounty. It's more of, we'll pay you for information. A lot of money. But I think the specifics are known to those who receive them.
Marcus, I have a really bad feeling all of a sudden. I'm a down on his luck private investigator on a ship with a dead man who had an international bounty on him. It's not looking great for my alibi.
You may need to procure an alibi before you can safely put those fears to bed, I suppose.
Well, great.
Ethel pats you on the arm with, again, a slightly damp hand. You don't know if that's sweat or water. It's odd that she is still slightly tacky in the palms. And she says, "Like I said, the captain is a hero, and we're in good hands." And she leaves.
The captain is a hero. I don't know if I've met the captain.
No, you have not.
I think I've just met Roxy and lower people. Right, okay. So
You refer to people who work on a cruise as lower people? That's
I
interesting.
refer to people who pull bodies from the wrong room as lower people.
Yes, you can be classist with people who are covering up murder evidence. That is okay.
Exactly. That always goes over well in murder mystery novels. All right. Okay. So captain would be good to speak to. Right. Okay. Is Roxy in here?
Yes. She walks backstage. She comes back out, makes eye contact with you, and beckons you up onto the stage.
I saunter on up.
She has you step with her into the backstage, which is the other theater did not have a backstage. This theater looks like it's more substantial. You see a couple of musicians and people walking back and forth amongst the ropes and set dressing. She says, "I hope you have..." Sorry, I was going to say I hope you have good news, but that feels insensitive. What do you know?
Well, first of all, I'd like to ask you a question. Have you seen the body of the dead man?
I have, yes.
Do you know who he is?
I've been told that he's not a passenger.
That wasn't my question. Now, it seems to me that the man, let's call him a mystery man for now, was residing in room 714.
Her face goes pale once you say that number.
I've noticed a slight change in your demeanor. Might I ask, when we checked the log of who had accessed that room, the only car that showed up was... Let me see. Oh, yes, it was yours.
Oh my. Is that room... Her eyes dart about and she's like, "Oh my gosh, that room's directly above or next to? That room's close to where the body was found."
Indeed, it is my belief that the man was shot on the balcony of room 714 and then fell below to the balconies of whatever room it was.
She wipes her sweat from her neck and says, Can you jump to what your conclusions are?"
It seems to me that you are seeing the man in the room. that suggests you know who he is or where he comes from. Can you tell me what exactly your relationship with the dead man was?
Oh, you have it wrong. You have it so wrong. I
Oh,
don't know the dead man. I've never met a dead man before in my life. Okay. You found a room where I log in there frequently, yes? Can you think of any other reason I might go in that room? She looks at you with pleading eyes, hoping that you can come up with another theory.
Are you a smoker?
Yes. She lets kind of this sigh of relief and her shoulders go down. She's like, yes, I smoke. They have a very small area for employees to smoke in the lower decks. And the smoking area up deck is just for the passengers. Not supposed to. But look, what time did they log in?
8:20?
She looks even more relieved. She says, I have witnesses.
Who are your witnesses?
She looks exasperated. You!
Yes, that's right. Oh no.
She says, I was here on this very stage from 8 to 9 o'clock last night for the game show. You were a contestant.
Yeah. That's how you knew who I. Dude, yep, that's how you knew I was private investigator. So that means, the game show ran from 8 to 9 o'clock, and both of us were on stage the whole time, correct?
Well, I was on stage the whole time. You came up when it was your turn to be a contestant, and then you went back. Why am I telling you this? You know this. Okay. I am so confused, but here's what I know. She holds up her wristband. She says, you're telling me this wristband was used to open up that door?
That's exactly what I'm telling you. Can you tell me how it disappeared off your person?
Well, it's a little tacky to wear on stage. So, but backstage is exclusively for ship crew and employees.
And contestants?
She looks you up and down and she says, no, you didn't go backstage.
Okay.
Nathan said that with his hands on either side of his cheeks, like slowly dropping down, like,
Oh, the relief on my face is palpable.
Yes. Now it is your turn to hunch your shoulders in relief of some good news.
Well, in that case, could you tell me do you have a list of people who were backstage last night?
I don't. There's a lot of coming and going backstage. Or maybe I could ask people who was backstage. I can do that. I can get you that information. I'll be honest, I don't know everyone's names. Even if I saw someone, I might not know who they are. Like I said, there's a lot of new crew.
Fair. I would love it if you could check on that. Another question. You mentioned on stage that you are sympathetic towards the plight of Port Lazard. Tell me, do you truly, and this is a non-judgmental free zone, do you truly support the rebellion's cause?
Now, I would be honest with you, but I do want to point out that you said this is a non-judgmental free zone, which implies that it is free of non-judgment.
Oh,
which puts me in a particular position where I'm not sure if I'm safe to share how I feel.
So, a non-judgment zone.
A non-judgment zone. Okay. She nods. Okay. She says, yes, I support the... I don't want to lose my job, you understand, but I support the cause of the rebellion, yes.
Well,
I think that when a military coup takes over a country, perhaps, 7 years ago now, I think that the people have a right to take back control. I feel like their culture, which was taken from them and twisted, was one that they should be able to reclaim for themselves. Now, I wouldn't go so far as to kill for such a cause.
Now, I fully believe you. What would you say if I suspect that our mystery dead man might, in fact, be Hazafi.
On what grounds?
On the grounds that he has been declared missing and then, apparently, been the subject of an international bounty, which has just been fulfilled recently.
Now, you're telling me your evidence is there is a man that was killed somewhere, and because this is a man who was killed here, there's just an A to B line between those two dots.
I don't know if you've ever listened to the Mastermind murder mystery cards, but if someone lies or there's some tenuous connection, usually that means A plus B. But I was hoping that you'd be able to identify the dead man. But if you're telling me that you know what Hazafi looks like and you know that that's not him, then I shall have to take your word.
Well, I didn't say that. I mean, let's go to the body.
I'm always suspicious when a suspect offers to go to the body. That just feels like the body's gonna be gone. But yes, I will go to the body with Roxy. If the body is gone, I'm going to be severely put out.
Now I'm thinking of having you flip a coin right now.
Are you flip a coin?
Now, there's no reason to... Actually, here, I have this little toy raccoon that I'm going to throw into the air, and it has about a 50-50 chance of landing belly down or belly up.
Oh my gosh.
What's your call?
Belly up.
I'm not going to tell you what it landed on. You weave your way through the somewhat cramped hallways as other people are leaving the performance or scattering to new performances of the night. And you find yourself in the hallway that you began at. You enter... Which room do you enter? The room of Celia or the room that the body was originally found in?
The room that the body was originally found in.
Okay. You open up the door. Guards let you in. You give a brief fist bump to Zion. He gives you a little thumbs up. You walk in, and the body is still there.
Oh, I breathe a sigh of relief, and then I'm going to go to the body. You mentioned the albatross on his chest. Does he have a real albatross tattooed on his chest? Because otherwise, what I'm about to do is going to look very strange. I mean, what I'm about to do is going to look very strange.
Good catch. She looks confused. She says, that is a folk song, though some people do talk about Hazafi being the everyman.
I'm going to rip open the man's shirt.
And again, as you feel the shirt, it's very crisp. Still has folds in it. In fact, you see a tag is on the collar of the shirt.
Oh.
But you pop open the couple buttons of the linen shirt. You find that he has a tuft of chest hair to rival your own.
Respectable.
And below that, he has a large tattoo of a seabird across his chest.
I knew it.
Roxy nods her head and says, I think that's Hazafi.
$74, $68, $65, $66, $69, $72, $73, $74, $77, $61, $73, $62, $75, $79, $69, 6 ES in egg, 67, 68, 69, 73, 64, 72, 69, 6 ES in egg, 6 BS in boy.